What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, here to give you my top matches of September. And all I gotta say is that I agree, this month really wasn't that great for matches. Maybe one or two match of the year contenders. Aside from that, really nothing stood out this month. I mean, we did have some good moments, some good matches, but as far as like quality, I mean, unless if you're um the Cruiserweight Classic, all this month did was set up October. That's all it did, if you really think about it. And not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it was kind of a disappointing thing. I mean, Lucha Underground came back and it's doing good. We had one pretty solid ass match, and I'm guessing October we're just expecting much more from that. WWE is doing well. I'm actually not gonna lie, especially SmackDown. SmackDown was like the show of shows. Raw's kind of laggy, even with the cruiserweights around. They're still kind of like being kind of shitty. I mean, I just saw Raw and they had an amazing match between Charlotte and Sasha Banks. By far the best match those two women have ever had. Also, what else? We had what other matches? I mean, really, yeah. Like I said, if you're the Cruiserweight Classic tournament, then you pretty much have done your job. NXT's been lagging the hell out of it. ROH, nothing caught my attention except for, of course, what I'm about to talk about in a couple minutes. And everybody's asking me to watch Walk Culture Pro Wrestling. I like WalkCulture.com, but I don't know. I'm still not getting into it. I mean, I did see a couple matches. I saw Will Ospreay versus I forgot the name of that guy, but I'm still getting into Walk Culture Pro Wrestling, even with Alberto Del Rio, or should I say Alberto El Patron. Still kind of getting into it. But anyways, I'm not here to ramble more. Let's talk about the matches that stood out for me from the brands. And notice how like some of them are kind of odd. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I didn't put What Culture Pro Wrestling. I'm still done with TNA, even though I might come back to TNA because the Broken Matt Hardy story is just going all out amazing. So maybe that could come back. So be excited. But WWE, let's kick it off. Yeah, like I said, we had some good to great matches, but nothing like really stood out. I mean, we had Bayley and Charlotte had some okay stuff here and there, as well as their Clash of Champions match. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins disappointed me, and I get it. Seth Rollins got injured, so also that just kind of ruined it for me. Cesaro and Sheamus stole the show that night, but it didn't quite make it because SmackDown's been kicking ass lately with the tag team matches. John Cena and Dean Ambrose kind of sucked personally. AJ and Dean in SmackDown was great, and I was actually tied with two matches: Miz and Dolph Ziggler, and AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose, both from Backlash. And I was just kind of like debating which match that I like better, and I thought about Miz and Dolph Ziggler are gonna have an even much better match than what we got, especially with the No Mercy stipulations. It's just gonna be an amazing match, top notch. It's just impossible to suck. And I'm gonna give it to Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles because that moment where you see AJ Styles finally holding the WWE Championship, a moment we thought we would never see happen, and I think that for me was like anything bigger this whole month. I mean, that was like the best moment of the whole month. I mean, AJ Styles, WWE Champion. Who thought we would ever say that? So I'm gonna have to give it to that match, Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. It was a good match too, a really great match. Definitely a must check out if you haven't. NXT sucked this month. I was gonna skip it, but I did happen to catch Bobby Roode versus No Way Jose from September 14th. I thought it was an okay match, nothing great. I think Austin Aries and No Way Jose had a much better match at Brooklyn, but this is still okay. I think it was passable, but yeah, all NXT is doing right now is setting up Joe and Nakamura rematches. We still have no idea what's gonna happen with the women's division, and the Revival haven't really done much. So NXT, you better pick it up in October because right now it's just kind of dead. I mean, this match showed it. I mean, it's not a bad match. It's an okay match, and most definitely the weakest thing I'm gonna talk about all day. But that's about it. ROH, I did not see a lot of ROH this month. I even missed All Star Extravaganza. I thought I would check some reviews out, but it was kind of lazy, and I heard that the main event was just incredible, and I was like, all right. The Addiction, Young Bucks, and the Machine Gun, the Motor City Machine Guns. I think all three of these are great teams. I still don't know how I could get over them, but they put them in a ladder war match, and holy shit, you want to talk about a spectacle of a match. This was just an all-out brawl. How many ladders were broken, how many just tables, just everything went out crazy. This is a really good match, definitely a really good match. One of the better ROH matches in a while. Maybe my favorite ROH match this year. And which is saying a lot because I've said that about Leo Rush versus Jay Lethal and Adam Cole versus Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, I don't know what he's been doing. I mean, I know he was in the night taking on Tetsuya Naito, I want to say. I still haven't seen the show. I definitely should check it out. I heard some really positive things about it, and I'm pretty excited to see. I still haven't seen Adam Cole versus Michael Elgin. There's a lot of stuff I need to catch in All-Star Extravaganza, but this ladder match, I think, it's just top notch all the way by far. Really good match. Next we got I'm gonna talk about the Cruiserweight Classic because this was a really good tournament and we finally saw the end of it all, and I was thinking of putting TJ Perkins versus the Grand Metalik because this is like the ending of the Cruiserweight Classic. Also, Grand Metalik and Zack Sarabi Jr. had a really good match, and I was kind of disappointed that that Zack Sarabi Jr. didn't make it to the finals because I actually thought he was gonna win. No, eventually TJ Perkins wins, of course, but we also had Zack Sarabi Jr. versus Noam Dar. Yeah, we had some pretty solid stuff to look forward to, but for me, Kota Ibushi, easily the guy that everybody thought was gonna win, the guy who everybody was looking up to. I mean, he had great matches with Brian Kendrick and Cedric Alexander, but now he takes on TJ Perkins. He loses by tapping out to TJ Perkins' move, and these two guys just tore the fucking house down. It was just a really good match, by far the best match of September, bar none. Now TJ Perkins is the Cruiserweight champion. How awesome is that? It's just a really, really good match. Definitely the match of September for me. Now we're going to move on to Lucha Underground. And not a lot of good Lucha Underground matches except one or two, which are Rey Mysterio and Pentagon Dog. I thought that was a really good match. The Phoenix, Aerostar, Drago, Sexy Star versus the Worldwide Underground. I think that was pretty solid, but come on. Killshot and Marty the Moth Martinez, we all saw that coming. Let's be honest. I mean, this was just a really good match. You take two guys who no one talks about that much, two mid-carders in Lucha Underground that could easily be jobbers in WWE or even TNA for all the matter, and these guys just tore it down. I mean, there was some goofy stuff with Marty the Moth just like dressing up like a soldier, but it worked for this match. And these guys just tore down the house again. Easily these two are incredibly underrated, but after watching this match, I'm pretty sure people are gonna like have their eyes glued to these guys, seeing what they're gonna do next. And I'm excited to see what Lucha Underground brings for them, as well as the future of Lucha Underground. The fact that Lucha Underground is the best storytelling out of everything. I think this is just gonna be a top-notch show. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, September was good. Nothing spectacular. I mean, besides like the Cruiserweight Classic being over, and it was sad to be over, but easily by far the whole the entire month of October, it looks like it's gonna just be even better. I mean, we already have No Mercy set up. Dolph Ziggler and The Miz is coming out too. AJ Styles is gonna put his championship against John and Dean Ambrose, easily the two biggest faces of SmackDown, the three biggest faces of SmackDown, should I say, just clashing out. Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. Those two girls are definitely pulling off a great story. I don't know what Kevin Owens is up to now that Seth Rollins is injured. Rusev and Roman Reigns in a Hell in a Cell, I'm fine with. We just saw Sasha and Charlotte tear the house down on Raw, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna do it again at Hell in a Cell. Hopefully inside a Hell in a Cell. How awesome would that be? Just bringing the Divas Women's Revolution to like something even bigger that even SmackDown couldn't top. So think about that, WWE. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go that direction, and if they don't, they're stupid. Also, I'm pretty sure NXT's next takeover is coming up soon. I think it's in Toronto, and then I also heard that there's gonna be one in Japan at the end of somewhere in the end of the year, as well. But yeah, October could be a good month. I don't know what Lucha Underground has planned, but I'm pretty sure Prince Puma and Mil Muertes is coming soon. And then ROH, I don't know what they're up to, but whatever they're up to, hopefully it's just good. That's how I'm asking for ROH right now. Just some good stuff out of them, and I'm happy. So yeah, I think October could be a pretty solid month. It's me, the ALE Double X. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, cause I am the ALE Double X Prince. I gotta remember to do that all the time. And until then, I'm out.